Greeting lecturers and everyone. My name is Tina, and I am the member from Group 2, and our member are Lily, Sutirat, Sumeti, and Sambat. But in this video, I will be your presenter. So our topic is about customer service, and here is our content. The introduction, the 5 factor, research purpose, research procedure, interview, discussion, and conclusion. And we're going to talk about it in detail in this video. So let's start with the introduction to make it to clarify what is customer service first. So as we all know that running a business is not easy because we have to deal with different customer, different type of customer. There will be someone is hard to handle and someone is easy. In customer service is really important because customer is always the first priority, and by saying the customer service is about how the staff or the seller are skillful handling the customer and how they provide the best product to satisfy the customer need and to provide the satisfaction when the customer feel welcome when the customer come in. By this we also mean that if we also looking through the narrative that we have read from the story called Letter from Thailand, it also contain a bunch of different strategies that give us the best customer service, the best strategies to provide the customer service. And we will looking through we also do our research on it, which we take it out from different articles and compare it to our narrative. In class we also have an interview to give you a more reality point of view. These are the 5 factors that lead into a good customer service. First of all is honesty, patience, following by opportunity, attraction, and attitude. Let's begin with honesty. So according to the study take, the characteristic Sang-yu is an uneducated person. And why did he manage to become a boss for his business and even marry his boss' daughter? The reason is because he used his integrity to gain faith from all of them, and then he become a good salesman. He used this method to gain trust from his customer. He tell everything about his product truthfully to them, which make them believe in his business. No matter what business he run, all the customer will be truthfully to him, which generate the loyal customer. This also help him spread gain the popularity from his customer by they spreading the good rumor about how he run a business and always tell the truth no matter what, and even the product is bad or good, he will warn them ahead. This generate a lot of trust for them, and that's why his customer spreading a good information about him generate a lot of popularity, which means that the business will run well and also bring well to his business. And this also apply in real world by Mr. Tanmaniwan. He said that if we being honesty to the college and leader, they will remember our good deed no matter what, and also they will never forget and reward us unlimitedly based on our attitude. Continue with patience is also one of the main factors that going to be deal in the customer service. So why do patience is really important? Because running a business is really hard because we have to deal with different type of customer. It's not all customer come into the business come into the shop or the store being calmful and cheerful, that would be a good day for all the employees and staff, but not all the time, right? We going to deal with different customers that maybe sometimes they're going to be rude or irritating and being so sensitive and talk some bad word toward our business, which is really annoying and also going to harm some of other customers in the same shop. So how to deal with them is really important, and that's will be that where patience come in, and the staff and the employee have to learn how to handle those customers effectively and professionally, because if we blast them the same way they blast us, it will be bad for our reputation in the business. So they have to act patiently and calmly, listen to the customer, what are they complaining about, and trying the best to find the other way to make them understand, and maybe try to calm them down. This happened to the character in the story, Sang-yu, that when there's one woman come in and she didn't have any money at all, Sang-yu did not just like kick her out of the store, but trying to understand her, and she said that she did not have money yet and wanted food for her baby, and she's also implied that she will provide the money within a week, and what she promised she have did it. But it's also because Sang-yu trusts her and let her owe him the money before she really actually give him back a week later. This is really a good thing for Sang-yu, because he just gained another customer, and at the same time he can help the woman to feed her baby, and he also really patient waiting for the money to be sent it to him. So that's the reason why being patient is really, really important in the customer service. Following by opportunity is when you grab the possibility that others see it as a threat. So it's like Sang-yu, he woke up, the whole family woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning to prepare the bakery in the shop, open it for the early customer. Since the bakery is always the first, it has to be prepared a lot for the preheat the oven and stuff like that, and bakery usually provide the breakfast for most of the consumer. So Sang-yu thought that it is a good thing to do, and while the other shop is still unopened until 8, so he will like gain that customer who are quite early and go to the market and buy stuff, can walk past by and just grab some bread and or donut for them to eat as a breakfast. And there's a quote in the story which said that a customer always be the first priority. So for a successful business, put it customer before its stomach, because when he open it early, there's some employee go eat the breakfast, but some employee have to stay in front of the shop in order to provide the service for its customer. So this is a good thing. And in real life, there's also an article written about it. According to profitableventure.com, they also mentioned that bakery is always the first thing that going to be the serve in the morning serve for most of the customers. So they have to be well prepared, and also they could provide the wholesale to their client or the business partner. So they have to really wake up early and grab that opportunity. After the opportunity, there's going to be an attraction attraction. So in the storyline where Sang-yu went to the night market in Thailand, he's encountered that there are different methods and strategies that different shop and different store use to attract their customer. The way that they are grabbing their attention is one of the appealing method that really catch Sang-yu eye is which shop that are using the young lady who are wearing the revealing clothes like a short crop top and short skirt. So the main target customer that they are trying to attract is mostly men. In Sang-yu really think it's kinda weird, but at the same time he know that it's the way of business and in the customer service that they use to trying to grab their customer attention. It's also happened in real life in the United States. The state is called Texas. In the restaurant, the restaurant name is Twin Peak Bar, and the waitress usually wear some short skinny jeans and the shirt like a really revealing shirt, so that they can attract their customer. At the same time, the main target that they are trying to attract is usually men, but there's also some women going to enjoy the food there because it's also good. So yeah, this also apply in real life. It's not only apply in the narrative of Letter from Thailand. The last one that going to be the best way to deal with customer service is the attitude. So it's kind of like being patient, but this attitude is really important by the language we use to toward our customer, trying to use a good word and compliment in order to satisfy them so that they can get more interest in our product, and trying to give the message and the experience, the positive message and the positive experience about our products and how it's made, so that it will get into the customer soul. In giving the good response back to the customer is really the best idea, because when you respond with a nice attitude, a good smile, and a good compliment and stuff like that, the customer will think this shop and this store is really enjoyable and really warm welcome. So next time, whenever they think about this product, they will also think about our company, the companies, because they got the best experience of our time. First, let's learn about our research method. So our aspiration for this interview is to gain more knowledge on customer service. Moreover, we are trying to compare the stereotype of the story Letter from Thailand with reality. At first, our group prepared 5 questions that link to literatures. The interviewee was informed 1 week before the interview took place, and the interviewee is half Chinese and Cambodian. He had brought the first marble Chinese spirit house to Cambodia market, and he also owned a shop. The interview had taken through messenger call, so everyone could obey the government social distancing rule, and everyone in the group had participated. After the interview, we proceed to analyze all the ideas that we have collected from our interviewee by dividing the theme so that we can focus on each theme at the same time. So here is the interview. Our interviewee is Mr. Steffi. He is 25 years old. He was born in Cambodia, but he's half Chinese. He's Khmer Chinese, and his business is selling marble Chinese spirit house. So he also applied the 5 strategies that we have talked about in the previous one earlier. So what he's applied at first is telling his customer the truth about what he used to make his product and why they should buy it and why they should not if they are not the person that are careful and stuff like that, because it's really easy to break, and he warned his customer beforehand. And this could be a red flag for many customer, right? Because we go to buy stuff, we really want to hear a good thing about it, but he also tell about the disadvantage in order to bring the awareness before they actually buy their stuff. This actually gain more trust for his customer, because they believe that every word he said is mostly true. And the reason that he always tell the truth because he believe in the spirit. He's selling the spirit house, and the spirit or altar house. So he believes that it's really important to be truthful to the customer, which will bring fortune and good luck in order to make his business more wealthy and successful. Next is dealing with the customer. So we know that selling the altar house is required to be patient, because some customers come, they have to take a look at the design before they decided to buy that product. So even though some customers come and just take a look and not even buy anything, the staff and the employee have to keep the same energy. They still provide the best customer service ever, because I somehow believe that they not buying today, but they will buy one day. So giving the best customer of all time will bring them back in any circumstance. So after dealing with it, we follow by how he grabbed the opportunity. So most of the people thought that his location is not a good spot for opening this type of business at all, but he see it as an opportunity by thinking that when people trap in the traffic jam, what they gonna do is look around them. So when they see the altar house with a bright LED light and stuff like that, it will attract them. So this is the best opportunity ever that he choose to locate there. And at the same time, he is the first person who bring this marble spirit house to the Cambodian market, which is really unique, and that's why he gets a lot of customers, because most of them want to try something new. Moving on to how he attracts the people. Like I just said, he was taking the best location by attracting people who are stuck in the traffic congestion. But how did he attract their attention? To grab their attention, he used the LED light, show off the design on each of the spirit house, which you can see in the pictures. By lighting up, and while it's around the evening time, it really brighten up and show the beautiful design of the spirit house. Then going to the attitude, when the customer come in, all the staff the employee and him will be smiling at all costs and give and provide a warm welcome ever, trying to recommend stuff and talk with the customer with respect and stuff like that. But at the same time, he also gonna give the customer space, because some customer really want a personal space to just take a look at the product. If you compare it to the other shop, point of view, business owner from the study takes reading, document, and the interview use the same method to comfort their customer. For instance, in the study takes, Sang-yu let his customer borrow his money, like owe his money first, and then give it back later. And this is the positive attitude that Sang-yu gave it to his customer, which gained the loyalty that his customer have on his business. So comparing to the research, we also acknowledge that even in real life, business owners prioritize their customer as the result, and we can see that every business owner needs to deal with all kinds of attitude. Most of all, they have to be willingness to wait for the payroll. It's like in the storyline. In comparison to Mr. Siffy, who was our interviewee, had shared some point of view that related to his experience he had with his patron. He really prioritized his customer. He provided a warm welcome. Even the customer were not willing to buy anything, he still give the best experience of the customer service of all time. Yes, but somehow, however, there's going to be some differences. So the differences in the story text that Sang-yu using the opportunity is he trying to open the shop but early than the other shop. But for our interviewee used the location as the opportunity to attract customer. And as we talk about the attraction, there's going to be some sort of attraction in the storyline, which most of the store and the restaurant use sexual attraction, like for the woman to wear some willing clothes. But for Mr. Sippy, he used the decoration instead. And this is the differences between all of them. Now let's jump into the conclusion. So it is not easy to own a business. Every business owner has to face several roles and face various problems, especially the different type of customer that they are going to deal with. Hence, they need all these keys to run a successful business, including honesty, patience, opportunity, and attraction and attitude. Our research showed that from the study text that the internet and our interviewee perspective has followed all these simple steps to run a successful business. In our point of view, we highly recommend the new business startup to embrace the strategy above. We do not guarantee those tips would work, but somehow many business owners have developed that type of behavior and running a very good achievement in their business. So we really highly recommend to at least take a look at all of those strategies. So here is the end of our presentation. My presentation. So I hope you all the best and have a good weekend. Happy New Year. So if you have any questions, please feel free and don't be shy to ask us. Any doubt, please feel free to ask us. Thank you so much for your time.